He's a man of the backcountry wild. He's a man with a backcountry style. Searching for treasure yet untold, up and down the creeks for his gold. And it's mine or bust, mine or bust, mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does. Just like the gold rushers of old, who live and died for their gold. With picks, packs, shovels, rifles in hand, up and down the creeks of the backcountry land. It's mine or bust, mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does.
Last time on Miner or Bust. Making our way into the claim, packing in my newest high banker. Walking through the forest, one should always expect the unexpected. We bumped into these two little cubs that have been down here for the entire season. They sure have grown. I don't have much fear of the wildlife, but I do respect it. I'm hoping these guys will remember me for seasons to come. Finally making it into camp. It's always great to unload. But we don't waste any time and we get right back to that sampling hole. It's always a good feeling when a project opens up. Carefully taking samples all along the way. Plus, it's just nice to sit along the water's way and enjoy the day. Pan after pan, all these samples are turning up some pretty nice gold. Even found a really nice piece of quartz gold, which is unique to this area. Finally, we collect enough gravels to run a bulk sample from this hole. Running a nice steady pace for the rest of the day, which in the end turned up some pretty nice golds. Considering we only moved about a yard, it's looking like a pretty good average. Just enjoying the rest of the evening, sitting around the fire, thinking of the gold that was found and the adventure yet to come. Making our way through the forest back out to the claim, looking around and noticing all the changes, but we quickly get back to work and take care of a chore that needs to be done. This old spruce tree snag I fell a season ago sure is lasting and will make it through the end of this season. I'm sure Josh is just ecstatic, but what needs to be done has to be done. We'll take him down to the creek for a little bit of fun, of course after all our chores are done.
Well, today we're going to do a little creek prospecting. I picked the area out with a good bedrock zone in here. So at one time, the river was quite a bit above our heads here. And looking at the lay of the land around this area, there's a nice section of old river resting on top of this bedrock zone. There's a big wash or a draw through here. And then over time, as the river cut its way down through here, all this old gold deposit is washing down in through this section. So you can see it's all fractured bedrock in here. It's got the rounded river rock. Just by looking at the flow of things, you can clear this section of boulders off. get down into this bedrock zone underneath all this. Hopefully pick up some pickers. Yeah, if you look up here, see all this bedrock is really rounded. It's all been water worn. If you look in there, you'll see all kinds of river gravels and stuff as well. Well, we made our way down to the bedrock. The only trouble is this bedrock don't have much for cracks in it. It has a real steep slope away and into the river there. Over here seems to be a bit of a deeper hole on this section. Try to get down into there and see if we can find anything better. Cleaned out this lower section, still not finding anything spectacular. Definitely no pickers. Lots of flower gold, a little bit of flake. Yeah, so we're gonna pack up and we're gonna move to a new location. This bedrock face has lots of big cracks in it. Most of it is the rotten, fractured bedrock material. I notice there's some nice rounded rock in this material here, the big crack. So I want to pull a sample pan out of here. You just never know what could be sitting in there. This big rock here is just barely hanging on, so we're going to pull that out of the way. Last thing we need is for that to fall. The rest of that's pretty stable. Yeah, like I said, I was starting to notice smaller rounded rock in here. So a little sample out of here. Just never know, it could be sitting in there. I'll take this down the creek and pan it out.
Well, that turned out to be some pretty nice gold. It always pays to look high and low. But we'll keep this little spot to ourselves for now, as it's time for us to hike out and make our way back into camp. As one walks through this valley, you can't help but think of the gold all around. But it's time for us to get into camp and get Josh fed, as he's looking a little tired. While Josh dreams of gold, I sit up late at night thinking of the history and the work that's been done. Just enjoying my evening and my time out in the woods.
We don't have a whole lot of time today. So rather than waste time on opening up a new site, figure we'd clean up this old site here. We'll run as much of this gravel as we can. I know there is some pretty decent gold in here. So we'll just have a little fun today. Run a little bit of gravel and get a little bit of gold before we got to get out of here. So I got my son down here with me. He's back in school now. So I guess I got to get him back home. Yeah, so clean this up, get some de-rocking done. Get some gravel ready to go, and we'll process it and hopefully get on some not bad gold.
It's a heavy one.
Well, with this old site all cleaned up and ready to go, we quickly make good on our day. I'm sure Josh is enjoying his new high banker, even though that might quickly fade away once he realizes the amount of material it takes to keep this machine busy. My ideas on a proper high banker all boil down to the proper scrubbing of the material to release the golds. Once the gold is released from the material, obviously you need a good gold catch. And the expanded metals are my overall favorite for fine gold recovery, and everything else just seems to follow. I'll tell you this thing's sure chewing through buckets, which is a good thing because it keeps Josh busy for the day. But it seems to be wearing me out as well, so maybe it's time to take a little break. Well, maybe a few more buckets. Sure, Josh won't mind. As the old saying goes, the more gravel in a day, the more gold at the end.
Where to sit?
One thing about being out in the woods and working hard, even a piece of flatbread can taste good. But I'm sure it's all good to young Brutus.
What do you think of your new high banker?
Good.
Good?
Works better than the old one, sure.
Yeah. Put more through it?
Wow. Put half a bucket through it.
Bucket after bucket, working hard through the rest of our day. And check out how clean the rocks are in that tailing pile. And it's time to shut down for a cleanup.
Well, we just shut down to do a cleanup. You already can see lots of gold in the top hopper here, which is a good sign. Got one piece in here, another one down in there, another one, another piece there, another one there. We got a couple nice chunks down in here, another one there. Yeah, it should be a good cleanup. It's always good when you see it in the top like this. There's definitely going to be some decent gold to be had. Another piece there. Yeah, we'll break the high banker down and wash everything out. Take her down to the creek and pan it out and see what we get.
Oh, goody. Some nice gold.
we just finished panning down the concentrate. Lots of nice little nuggets in there. Plenty of healthy sized flake. It's pretty good considering I don't think we even ran a yard. A lot of tough digging in there. Have to spend some time opening things up to get further into this deposit. Yeah, it's definitely looking good.
Well, the old sampling hole is still holding some pretty nice golds. But it's time for us to pack up and get Josh on out of here so he can go back to school. I'm sure he'll be just ecstatic. Well, it's time to head into them hills on another adventure. The seasons sure are moving fast and things are changing quite quickly. This time Josh has brought out his buddy Colton on this little adventure, which will be a little more work for me, but I'm sure we'll all have a good time and we'll just have to see what will be. I'm sure these fellas will notice the change throughout these woods and will want no part. But we make our way in the camp and get ready for our day.
Well, hello there. Today we're out on the claim with Joshua and Colton. And we're going to go down into this little sampling site that is producing some pretty good golds. Just stabilize the bank and knock down the big boulders. Do some de-rocking here. First we took 3 sample pans from different locations. We'll take them down to the creek here and pan them out and see which one has the most gold. I'll show these guys how you sample the layers and what to look for. But yeah, we'll get busy here and pan these off and see what kind of gold's in them, and we'll get this high banker running and get some gold for the day.
Well, it's always fun to do a little panning with the young fellas. Even though Josh is a little quick to pan, and I think he offered up his gold to the gold gods. Me and Colton take our time because we appreciate every little flake. Josh is just thinking about running that high banker anyway. Of course, I call Josh over to show him the gold in the bottom of the pan. He really needs to learn a little more patience. But Colton, on the other hand, is a little bit too careful, and I need to show him how to speed things up. Well, looks like Colton found a few nice pieces. But we'll let these guys admire the gold in the bottom of the pan, as we need to get things going for the rest of the day. First, I need to stabilize and de-rock this ledge. Definitely don't need to be packing one of these guys out on my back, as it's a long ways up that hill. Of course, this old river is well cemented, and it's relatively safe, as long as one uses his head. We'll get these young fellas to work for the rest of the day, and keep them pretty busy, as I'm sure if I don't keep an eye on them, they'll run off and play and find a little more trouble than they were bargaining for. Well, these two make a pretty good team and work pretty hard through the day. Brutus just sits back He keeps an eye on us all and watches out for any trouble. Kids sure can be a lot of work, but it's also enjoyable to watch them grow up. Wasn't too many years ago, I used to take Josh and throw him in my backpack and take him off into the woods. Things sure have changed. It's also probably a good thing my wife never knew where I used to take him. Oh, how I would have paid. Well, if I didn't already enjoy this high banker enough, I'm really enjoying it now, as it'll keep these two busy throughout the day and out of trouble, and hopefully doing really bad. But we shut down for a little bit of lunch and just enjoy each other's company throughout the rest of the day.
Well, we're starting to get somewhere now. Quite a bit carved out of here. Most of the bigger gold's going to be down in this bottom corner here. Pulling a lot of these large boulder-sized rocks out. I think this is going to be my my last one for the day. Let's hope so. A little tired. Yeah, nice flat, smooth one here, like this down the bottom. Got a big boulder here. There should be some nice gold stuck down in this bottom corner for them young fellas. Starting to think maybe I should get a bit of a cut. Tired of moving all these rocks. Starting to run out of room down here. Oh yeah. Looking like some nice material. Should be some good gold in here in this corner. Yeah, we get this de-rocked here. Get that high banker running again. Whew. I'm losing money with that machine down. Ooh, could make or break my season. Yeah, I've had a pretty good season. Not so much in gold, but in sampling and understanding this ground. That's the true wealth in itself. Guy comes in here and starts machine mining. He'll know what to bring in here and how to go about it, where all the gold layers are, and the basic averages. That way we don't go broke. Not fooling ourselves. Just believing the gold's here, because we know it's here.
Well, we finished our day just like how it began, with a lot of hard work and many buckets ran. But it's time to shut down for a cleanup and just enjoy the rest of our evening.
Well, we just finished running. Shut everything down, clean the high banker out. Got the young fellas up there getting the fire going. Had a few storms blow in on us. It's starting to rain on us again here. Yeah, I figure I get them busy up there. Hand down the concentrate here. See how well they did today. There you can see some gold in there. You never know how much until you get to the bottom. Definitely lots of black sand. I just hope I wore him out enough in the early bed for him. Tired him out pretty good, I'm thinking. I'll get up early tomorrow and get back down in that sample hole. Hopefully we'll get into the bigger gold. Yeah, it looks like they did pretty good. See lots of color in there. Well, it's looking pretty good for him. Lots of nice flake in there. Yeah, that hole's producing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the new high banker there. It seems to be really catching the heavies nicely. Processing everything nice and quick, and capturing the gold, which is always an important thing. Yeah, we'll take this back up to camp. We'll clean it up for him, and then just enjoy the rest of the night. I will leave this for the rest of the night. Sit up by the campfire. Show the boys there their haul for the day. Hopefully camp's not burnt down. See what you got for today.
Yeah, for sure. Whoa! Hey, there's a couple good flakes in there, right, Josh? Josh, excuse me. That's actually quite a bit, eh?
Oh, pretty good. Not even into the real good stuff off the bottom.
Because I remember last time, that's about as much as we got just digging that little bit the whole weekend. Was about that much, but we got that in half a day. Yeah. It looks nice. There's a piece down here for Josh. That was a nice piece, right? Josh, we pocket.
I'll clean them up. And we'll do the cleanup tomorrow. And then we'll do the split tomorrow.
I'm gonna make you a deal, Colton. I'm gonna make you. What's your deal? If I get this gold, you get the gold that we get tomorrow.
Did you not hear what I said?
I know. We'll split it. Well, maybe we go more tomorrow. I'll have to work your keister off.
Tomorrow we're going to be scraping the bottom layer.
Oh, never mind. You get this gold one. That's a nice piece in here, eh? Yes, it is. I'll fly it off you. How much? Is this like big chunks of black sand?
Yeah, that's all the hematite, magnetite, garnet, iron rock.
It's nice, eh? Can't you see me in the middle of the night sucking it up?
Moving on.
Don't drop the bolt.
How do you split it? Just weigh it and then.
I'll just figure it out.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, all over.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Well, good morning. Looks like it's going to be a wet one today. Yeah, the boys are still sleeping. Must have worked them a little hard yesterday. Yeah, we'll have a coffee here. We'll go down sampling site there and get things ready for today. Get back on some gold. Yeah, I just hope it don't rain all day. Looks a little socked in, so more than likely it's going to be a wet one today. Well, it's a good thing I moved that pump last night. It's one thing if there's any rain in the forecast, definitely don't leave your stuff along the river's edge. This river comes right up, sweep your gear away. I left some marker stones out there. And, totally buried by water. Yeah, so I moved the pump up above the high water mark here last night. It's a lifeline out here. I really can't afford to keep buying pumps. Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen a pump in the river. I think I've seen two old Brigg and Stratton pumps in this river, old beat up high bankers and stuff washed down river, hoses and everything. Just a moment of laziness really cost a guy. Just take the extra couple minutes, make sure all your gear's secure. Same as your gas jug. Fill up my pump, take this jug up above the high water mark into an area where I know it's not going to spill. And if it did spill, I could take care of that contamination up there versus if it spilled down here, it would be contaminating the creek. Just little things to keep in mind. You know, I'm out here enjoying the wilderness and I like to keep it that way for future generations as well.
Well, my crew finally scrapes the sleep from their eyes, shake off the soreness from yesterday. It's time to get back down in here and get busy, because I know the better golds are just going to be sitting on this clay. Today I'm going to really push them, because if they want to go home with some good gold, we're going to pick the pace up a little bit more. While they're up there chit-chatting, I'm down here dreaming of the day with an excavator. Seems like more and more these days I put myself to sleep thinking of a million ways about how I'm gonna go about it. But everything with time, and it should all pay. And if you look at the layers in here, you can see nice gravel layer, well organized. Goes to a sand layer, and another gravel layer underneath here, sitting on a false bedrock of clay. Yeah, down in this section here, you can see we got more spaced out rock because of the watershed, spring watershed. When it comes up, goes back down, keeps dropping the material down. So a lot of the gold will be concentrated on the bottom layers here. Well, it's time to shut down for a little lunch and find a little something to talk about.
It's a flat one.
It's a little flat. The size of a flake. Just gotta find a whole bunch more of them.
What are you looking?
You think you have to arm wrestle for that?
Yeah. Getting down to the bottom.
Well, it's always nice to find a little nugget. Finish up our lunch and we push hard through the rest of the day. And of course, here comes the rain. But Josh has got it all figured out. He'll hang out down in this sample hole as it has a little ledge and you can stay out of the rain while Colton goes hard for the rest of the day. Some gold in there.
Pieces right here.
Another one right there.
One right there. We got ourselves two little pieces right there. Nice pieces.
Well, it's time to do our cleanup. Got lots of nice gold in the top. So it should be a pretty nice cleanup for the guys. Got them taking care of the pump. Clean out camp while I clean out this. It's been raining a lot since we've been here. Still got a hike on out of here. I got my truck parked in an area there I'm not too sure about. It's not really a road, it's more a bush trail. I turned into a road, I guess. But yeah, it soaks up a lot of water. Just hope we can punch her and get on out of there. Otherwise we'll have to hike back down and spend another night here. Bring up a winching system to get the truck out of there. Yeah, we'll wash this out, get everything organized, split up these guys' gold, and then get on out of here. Yeah, I see lots of nice pieces in here. A few little pickers, sure they'll be more than happy. Just panning down my concentrate. I'm sure the boys will be pretty happy. You
see a lot of nice gold in here. Done pretty good for themselves over the weekend. Yeah, I'm sure happy with my high banker. I think I've finally done it. I've perfected my design. I always said it was the evolution of the dirt hog. Every one I built was slightly different. Kept improving on it. Now I think I've finally done it. Really happy with the design and the performance. The amount you can run through versus the amount of recovery. So running about as good as I can get it. I've got to finish panning this down here. Get out of here. We've just been getting soaked today. I should be pretty happy with this. A lot of nice pieces in there. Good. Yeah, we'll quickly get this done. We'll split up their gold, pack up, and we'll hike on out of here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for the boys. There's a lot of pieces in there. I'm sure they're going to be pretty happy. I know I would, considering we really only moved about a yard. So you guys have a good time?
Yep. Yep.
Think found enough gold?
Possibly.
Possibly. So you guys gonna split that up 50-50?
Yep.
Yeah.
50-50.
Maybe Josh didn't do 50%.
Yeah.
Maybe 30-70?
Yeah, 70. Yeah.
70 for Colton, 30 for you?
No, 70 for me, 30 for him.
Whatever, I seen you sitting on your buckets. Yeah, that's pretty good considering we only moved about a yard.
Yeah.
Material. Pretty good gold. What about the little nugget? Who's getting that?
Me.
You?
Oh, you really, eh? Do we gotta split that now, too? I don't think we can split it. Where did it go?
Where did it go? What did I tell you earlier?
I didn't really hear it.
You're getting an arm wrestle for it.
You're probably gonna win. I suck at armor. Me too. Oh, goody.
You split the gold in the pan and you arm wrestle for the nugget.
Hurry.
And then the winner gets to arm wrestle me.
Well, I guess you get it. Here you go. Might as well hand her over now.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Oh crap, Rick.
Well, Colton gets to arm wrestle me.
Damn it.
Well, it's time for me to hike these two out of here. I'm sure they had a great time and they found some pretty good golds. Till next time, take care out there.
He's a man of the backcountry wild. He's a man with a backcountry style. Searching for treasure yet untold. Up and down the creeks for his gold. And it's mine or bust. Mine or bust. Mine or bust. Because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does. Just like the gold rushers of old, who live and died for their gold. With picks, packs, shovels, rifles in hand, up and down the creeks of the backcountry land. It's mine or bust. Mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does.
That up?
Okay. I guess so.
What about me? Do I get any?
You got that nugget.
Well, that type of language don't fly out on my claim. But by the looks of their faces, I'm sure they've already guessed that.